EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, 49ers! Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out right at the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
He'll get this to about the 38. The Raiders at 11-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young, he finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young now. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give. It's Jackson. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2. Brings up
2nd and 9 now. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Now here's Young. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They go play action. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
Young looks to throw on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
Niners 21. Raiders nothing.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They send the tight end Davis in motion. Young on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Young to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
San Francisco.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Christensen. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. He'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young, and he finds Parker here, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Young. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Parker. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He'll try again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. He's got a man complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, Young. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit is going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Young off the play fake.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 60 yards. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, it's Parker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Young to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. On 1st down, Parker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they